Welcome all back to my channel. I'm John and this is the channel Moon High Effect. Today we're gonna take a look at the crypto market because I think a lot of people are getting a bit of anxiously and want to see what's happening in the market. So we're gonna take a look at the charts, what's going on at this point and when something could happen, what's going on right now, goes it up, goes it down, when we are seeing the bottom maybe, and what my predictions are at this point, because the market is a bit fluctual, and I think there is a lot of selling pressure now also, and a bit of people that are really pushing the market down at this point, because there is a lot of good news even out of it, and the market seems to be quite strange at this point. But let's take a look what's happening and what we can expect for the next days or weeks maybe. So first of all, let's take a look at the monthly chart, where we're at and what's going on at this point. For me, what I can see is he's almost through my secondary line. So this is the line where he always comes back to, the center. So I always take this channel because this is a very nice one. Now at this point, for me, the down point where he could be heading, at least the lowest point is maybe 20,000 at what I can see on this chart, or the next point first of all is 29,000 and a bit. So let's take a look what he's done at this point, because I think he's almost at the same level as we were again in, yeah. So this is a hard line, so 43,000 is one tough one to get through. So if he goes above it again, we are still okay. So we just did a rebound, so we just did it perfectly up and down. So that means a double bottom touch. So that's also good. That means also very bullish normally. We're just at the same point again as a year ago. So we're at the exactly the same level as a year ago. So we did not go up or down in anything. If nobody sold anything, so they're just at the same price again. So anybody can. That's a good opportunity to hop in, because if you've seen what last time happened when we were around this price action, we had a very nice rally up. So if you would take the wick to the top size, this was 115% or 111%. So this is a very nice opportunity in my visualization. So if I can see it, this is a very nice opportunity to buy and to keep it. We're, by the way, on the Bitcoin chart on a monthly. This is a monthly candle, so we're looking at a very high perspective. Maybe if we took it in years, you can see even better. First of all, let's take a look at the yearly candles, so that we can maybe bit visualization for where the market could go and where he is at this point. So we've been at an all-time high last year of $68,000. This year it's only been like 48, and we have retested now 32. So for me, it's like a perfect retest making. So you will see this is a very hard line to go through. Now on the yearly channel you cannot really see this, so this would be normally here, the line. So 28,993 would be a very nice entry point. This would be the perfect entry point. But yeah, between here and here, this is the place where you should be accumulating Bitcoin and not selling. So please, people, accumulate it at this point. That's really a must. If you have some spare money left, do it in bits, so that you have constantly a better price action, that you can get it easier and do it more with confidence and nicely challenging for yourself. Now let's take a look at the month chart again. He is at the bottom price at this one. So see, like I said, this 28, he retested this last year in June. So everybody was quite anxious on this part. When it goes down, nobody almost bought. Only the very rich people bought at this point. Most of them, and the good traders also, of course. And then they went up, and in this part you should have been selling your Bitcoins again, because here we are taking profit, and at this point we are accumulating it again, so we are making more again. So now he made a double bottom. I like to see double bottoms because that means that this is really a nice opportunity again to go up after this part. But do also know that it is moon eclipse very soon. So I have no idea what this will do to the market because it's something does not happen a lot. So let's see what it does. Now to the weekly chart. So the weekly chart, if you see, he's outside my channel. In the weekly chart, this happens almost never that he goes out. So if you can look, if you want to see it in a bigger perspective, I'll show you. So here he is out in 2020. He went out, look, if I zoom out, he doesn't even go out of here. Same here, he only goes out like in 2013, like I always show this one. Now, but if I zoom in again, you see we just pressed slowly outside of this one. So he's touching the bottom of my channel. So he should be getting back in very soon. So when he gets in, he's back to 37,000 and we're good to go back up because he follows this one. If he does not, he will follow it on the underside. So he's definitely, because like you can see, this is only 1, 2, maybe maximum 3 weeks he went out of it, and now this can happen again, like 2-3 weeks, and then go back inside and then follow the line back up. This is my visualization of the market. Please do take the market day by day, because that's the best way to see what really happens to the market. So let me draw, maybe take it out of log scale. I'll put some trend lines onto this one on the daily chart, so then we take a look where the next bases are that he could drop or what he could do. So trend line and support lines, these are the most important lines that you can draw on your, that you ever can draw, that you really need. A good trend and support line always has more points, more touch points. Normally the amount between them is almost always the same. So you will see this is a nice one. Everybody can draw their own support and resisting line. It's sometimes a bit different by one person or the other. I try to draw them on big time frames, so you don't have too many of them. So that's easier than to see where it goes. One go here. One should go here. Because on the downside we can also make money. So this would be like a perfect, almost a perfect drawing now. Now let's zoom in. Okay, so we are breaching now the 34,000. If we stay below this 34,000, no, we got above it again. So if we go below 34,000, the next stop will be 31,848. So that means a drop again of 4 grand. That means 10%, something like that, 7-8% that we will drop. And then we have again a support line on 31,000 till 30,000. They can make just a sweep out of it, like he did here. He dropped to like 29,000, so that was a bargain at this point. So people that just holding, be a bit of patience. Like what I say, this can be a market foliage of 2 years. So we're already in a downtrend now for quite a while. So let me take from top to now. We're already doing this for more than a half a year, 170, 343, almost a half year. Then we're now on a downtrend. So this means that we will be doing this for another year or something like that if we do not recover of these phases. If we do recover, that means that we could go sideways for like a half a year, that this is the bottom, going sideways and then slowly going back up. That's what's in the other that you can see in the other charts So let's hope that he recovers nicely again. And if you want to take profit out of it, like I would say, this is for me a nice opportunity to do a buy signal to the maximum of 37,000 and a bit, and then do a selling again, because this has to be a retest. So we dropped here, so this was a double bottom, we go straight through it, so we went here a bit lower, so this was a nice entry point again, and then we have to go do a retest. So if you would do this in a retest, this would be a gaining of like 7-8%, and then I would go out for sure. Around 37,420, I would definitely leave the market again, and then see what happens. If he breaks out and he retests this line, we can go further up. If he does not and he goes back down, we are at least out of the market again, and we made some profit. So that's what traders do. They do not hold their coins, what they're trading with. They just sell it and making profit constantly. Just small bits of profit is better than no profit at all. Think like that, because if you have just been hodling a year ago, you were at the same price as now. So that would not be nice to see. A year ago it was a bit lower, but okay. So now we can see also at this chart that the market is being bought up again. So you can see there is a lot of buying pressure here. So everybody is buying this back up. Let's take a look at the RSI. Put some stuff into it. Relative strength index is the RSI. Let's put one in, and let's take a look where we are at. 33.5. So that's still cheap. That's very cheap even in daily. Like you can see here, he went below, and then we had a nice rally up. If you ever would drop below 30 in the RSI, that would be the best bargain that you would ever get for crypto, Bitcoin at least. Like I said, you have to look at day by day. So look at the candles that you have. This is a very big red one yesterday that it dropped and made a peak. So then if you see this peak, that means the candles will go back to the candle. So they're making constantly a bigger candle. So for me, this was the bottom, like I thought it would go at. And then we will recover to here. If it drops even lower to here, then you will see that the RSI will be at least around 28, 29, and then it's a super bargain. Then you really have a nice opportunity to do buy signals. So between this area is a perfect buy opportunity. Here, if it stays above tonight and it does not go any lower, we will recover to here. That's for sure. And then we could go dropping back down. Now for any other coins, you know, everybody follows Bitcoin into the market. So let me maybe draw a Fibonacci on this one to show you guys where we should go. So my drawings are perfectly made, so they almost fit on the Fibonacci's. So I'm used to drawing this, so this is so nice to see every time that I draw my trend lines. They're almost touching the Fibonacci's. So how more you do this, how better you get at it. So the recovery, if he goes to 0.2, like I said, that would be a perfectly exit point. If he does break through it, he will go to 0.3 to 0.5. So this would be the next stopping point. And then the end point would be back in the golden pocket, because he has to retest this part too. So he should make a retest for 46 at least one time more. And then we will see what happens after that. Like I said, take it day by day. Take profits, so that you are always doing this with money that you can spend and that you can spare for at least a few months till years, because the last time we were in this period, this was like 3-4 months bridging time before we went back up. So keep in mind, this is crypto, people. So we've been going down from November 29th, the 9th November of 21. We've been constantly going down, so this is like a huge downwards trend line that was on this. He broke through this part, and we're again going on this trend line now. So this was a sideways market a bit more, but now we broke again. So we're hitting this point at this part. Yeah, we have to be a bit of patience, and if you are a trader, make some nice opportunities between this area. You got a very nice opportunity to do a buy signal. I'm not gonna go over the other markets. For me, Bitcoin is now the most important one. The rest, we will see what happens at that point. But if Bitcoin drops like this, the rest will just follow. You know that Bitcoin is the one that normally stands the most out of the rest. Let's take a look at CoinHeco maybe for a second and see where the dominance is of how much the dominant price is. It's 39%, so that's quite low. But look at the market cap, people. They pulled out like 400 billion. 1, 2, 3, yeah. They took out like 400 million or something like that. So that's huge. Billion, sorry. That's a huge amount that they took out of it. So if this goes back to 2 trillion, that would be perfectly to see, and it will definitely go back to 2 trillion. So like you can see, the overall market is completely going downwards. There's only like one coin, Algorand, is going up. So, and 99% of the coins, of the other coins, are just going straight downwards. A few coins already hit the bottom, so like Axie Infinity, this came from like $120 back now, so it's going a bit up, but yeah, this one dumped already like huge. But for the rest of the market, like you can see, it's quite red at this point, so that's okay. Have a bit of patience and everything will come back up. Of course it will. Maybe it's a good time to invest in some passive incomes if you made some profit, or time to learn some new skills so that you can leave the market out of it. I do also private trainings, and I also help people get to know the market better. If you want, you can send me an email. My email is under it, so you can just give me an email and I'll get back to you what the prices are and how what I do. You can also see my portfolio then when I do a buy tray and a sell tray. You can also see with my portfolio this completely course will be also buyable from me, so I will give a nice course also that you can buy from me, an online course, so that you don't have to do it one-on-one, so that's cheaper. You can choose which one that you would like, which one you would prefer. I just want to help the people get to know the market better so that they can rest a bit more, they can enjoy more, that they can really get a passion into this. I also will give you guys a trading plan and everything so that you really know what to do. And yeah, I would say share my channel please with everybody. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Give me a comment if you didn't like something so that I can maybe adjust my films into something better. It's up to you. So for you guys, have all a blissful day. Maybe don't look at the charts today if you're not a trader. Otherwise, take time for the opportunity. Look at it. Make sure that you got a nice entry. Put a few entries onto it. Set them up and be well all, and see you guys in the next time. Ciao.